Every year, 20% of world's entire oil supply chain passes through the Strait of Hormuz. A corridor so narrow, so fragile that one wrong move shuts down the global economy. Now imagine your company's AI is that corridor, and every single output, a ship with no captain. That startup nobody is talking about, CTGT, and it just put a captain on every ship. Here is the truth nobody wants to say out loud. Every AI you use, ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, is probabilistic. It guesses every single time. For a bank, that guess could violate SEC regulations. For an insurance company, that guess could cost millions in lawsuits. For a media house, that guess could destroy your brand overnight. And the industry solution: prompt engineering, fine-tuning, human review. CTGT calls it exactly what it is: duct tape on a leaky pipe. CTGT built a deterministic governance layer that sits on top of any AI model. You define your regulations once. CTGT converts them into live machine readable rules. And now your AI doesn't guess anymore. It guarantees. They call it mechanistic interpretability. While everyone else check what AI says, CTGT goes inside the neural network and modifies how the AI thinks. Policy violation auto-fixed in under 10 milliseconds. Full audit trail, every single output, logged, defensible. Fine-tuning required, zero, none, nada. Engineering overhead cut by 40%, and the cost using open source models plus CTGT 80% cheaper than frontier models and same accuracy. Nobody, and I mean nobody, at the startup level is operating at the representation layer of neural networks. This isn't a filter. This isn't a prompt. This is surgery inside the AI's brain. Forrester wrote about them. Forbes named them a top 12 company at CES 2026. They presented alongside Jimmy Dimon at the JP Morgan IMF Summit. US Cyber Command called them in to learn. The future, every Fortune 500 company will need a governance layer for AI. And CTGT is already building the infrastructure of that future. Here's what nobody is asking. If CTGT can reach inside an AI and control what it thinks, who controls CTGT? Because the same technology that stops a bank from making a bad trade could be used to make sure certain ideas never reach you at all. AI governance is powerful in the wrong hands. It's the most sophisticated censorship machine ever built. CTGT gets a 4.5 out of 5. Groundbreaking research, real enterprise traction, legendary investors. The only question is, can they scale before the giants copy them? The founders: Cyril Gourlia, 23-year-old, no corporate background, no decades of experience, just a vision that AI needs a conscious. He raised $7 million from Google Gradient Venture and Journal Catalyst. His investors include the creator of Keras, the co-founder of Twitch, the creator of Pandas, and first employee at Meta. Paul Graham, the godfather of startups himself, personally backed this kid. The AI race isn't just about who builds the smartest model anymore. It's about who can make AI trustworthy enough to run the world. CTGT is betting they are that company, and honestly, I think they just might be right. If you want to know more about startups that are actually changing the world, follow this channel, drop a comment, tell me what you think. See you in the next one.